Standard operating procedure on a lot of spring-baited bear hunts is for your guide to take you out to your stand, whether it's a shooting house, a elevated platform, or a tree stand, for you to spend the afternoon alone at that site. He's going to be off checking other baits, dropping other hunters off, waiting to hear shots so he can come back in and help if you need it. But it's up to you to be able to judge the size of the bear that comes into the bait. Now, your outfitter should give you some recommendations. Things like comparing the bear to the size of the barrel that's at the bait. Here at Domaine Shannon, we're using, each bait has a 30-gallon drum as part of the setup. So you can compare the size of the bear to that barrel. And what you're looking for is a bear that stands well above that barrel with his shoulder when he's flat-footed standing there with his head level or down. That's a pretty good bear. If he's twice as big as that barrel, you got a real good bear. Some of the bears that come in will look kind of lean and lanky. That's generally a young and smaller bear. Their neck looks long, their legs look long, they just look skinny. What you want to see is a fat bear, a bear whose belly protrudes down towards the ground, almost seems like it's scraping the ground. Legs are short, neck is stocky and short, compacted, not in size, but just in build and stature. That's probably a very good bear. And then there's always using the ears to judge the size of the bear. And sometimes that's hard to describe until you've seen a lot of bears. So I've gone ahead and built a little visual aid to help you picture what the ears mean on a bear. Now, I have to say before I show you this, any similarity to any copyrighted, trademarked, or otherwise protected entity is purely coincidental. I built this myself, especially to show you how to judge bear. So what you don't want to see is a bear whose ears are big and sit up on top of its head. That's generally the sign of a bear with a small skull, a young bear, not a big bear. You don't want to see ears like this. What you do want to see are ears that appear to be small and set well out to the side of the head. That's a bear with a big skull, probably a mature boar. If you see that through your binoculars, always use your binoculars, even though these bears are going to be less than 100 yards away from you. Getting a good view through good glass is really important. But when you see this, small ears out to the side of the head, you ought to be figuring out how you're going to get your shot.